So, good afternoon, children. Today we are going to take up the topic of how are we going to run and execute our programs in BlueJ. Now, till now we have covered number of programs in our online classes, but I was getting some requests also that sir, please put up a video of how to execute the programs of Java on BlueJ platform. Now, remember, children, before moving into this platform, BlueJ is one of the most simplest platforms provided for execution of Java programs. Earlier days, executing a Java program was more difficult than writing the program, and it was done on DOS prompt. So naturally, even I had faced this problem in my earlier days of while I was studying Java. Okay, that is 94, 95. That I was able to write the program, but I was not able to execute it because writing was simpler and executing was very complicated. So anyhow, later on we started getting platforms like BlueJ and Eclipse to execute Java programs, and this made the execution very simple. So now, without going into any more technicalities, I'll straight away tell you, or I'll straight away show you how to execute the program. First of all, you need to install BlueJ. That is freely available on the internet. So you can download BlueJ from the internet. Side by side, when you are installing it, you will get a prompt to install JDK 1.1.2 or 3 depending upon the version which is available on the net. So please remember this. This is a very important point that you need to install JDK as well as BlueJ. So if both the platforms are there, then only you will be able to execute the program, otherwise not. Okay. Now, JDK stands for Java Development Kit, and in my theory classes I have already told you, or even in my earlier videos I have already told you about Java Development Kit. Now, first of all, notice this particular icon. Okay, as you can see on the board, on the screen, there is head of a bird with BlueJ written there. It is a shortcut, so I double click on this. When I double click on this, I get a particular logo. Now this is the logo of BlueJ. Okay, University of Kent has developed it, and it is supported by Oracle, so that logo comes. Now this is the window of BlueJ screen or BlueJ platform. Now children, earlier days when we used to write Java programs, okay, in DOS prompt, okay, basically we had to create editor files. Editor files means either notepad file, okay, or suppose the editor option which is present there in in DOS. So we used to write the program on an editor platform, and then we used to go to that particular location where Java program has been saved, and there first we used to compile it using Java, and then we used to interpret it using Java interpreter, and then only the program used to execute. So it was a very complicated task. Okay. So ultimately, as I told you earlier also, that execution of the program was more difficult than writing the program. Okay. So if you remember, BlueJ is a platform, as I told you earlier. BlueJ is a platform where I can compile all my classes together. Remember, every class is a file. And similarly, when number of classes are put together, okay, then it means that number of files are put together. Now, where can we store number of files together? Number of files together can be stored in a folder. So in the same way, in terms of Java, number of classes can be stored together in a package, and each package represents a folder. So when you get this particular screen, this is the screen of a package. Now this particular window, the white area which you see on the screen here, is going to contain number of classes, and all these classes will be individual files, and this whole window will represent a folder or a package. So by default, all the classes which I create on this window will go at the same location, will go to the same folder. Okay. Now, how are we going to do that? So first of all, when you open this window for the first time, go to project. Okay, click on new project. When you click on new project, children, then you will be asked to give a project name. Okay, give anything, whatever you want. After giving this, you click on OK. Okay. The moment you give on OK, children, you see that another window opens, and here you get the project name which I had given as ASD. Now, close the earlier window. You get this window as a fresh window. Now, click on this new class. Okay, and write the name of the class which you want to create. So suppose if I want to create a class by the name, suppose Hi, HAI. Okay, so notice here I have typed HAI on the screen. Okay, now again the class name here is started in small letters. Remember, Java is case sensitive. Okay, and there are certain rules and regulations for naming various aspects of the program. These particular rules and regulations, children, we had discussed in detail when we were doing identifiers, if you remember. So, without going into that topic again, I'll follow the convention. Class name should always start with capital letter. So, I declare the class in capital letter. And then I click on OK. Now, notice a rectangle has been generated or has appeared on the screen in the Blue Jay window. Okay. Now, here, children, if you notice this particular rectangle, the lower part is shaded. This shows that this particular class has not been compiled yet. Okay. I right click on this and I get number of options. The very first option is Open Editor. Editor means the place where you are going to write the program. I click on this. Okay. And you will see that another window appears on the screen which has got something written to it or written in it. Now, right now, as this is your very preliminary classes, you won't understand what is written here. But just let me tell you that Java provides Blue Jay provides a skeleton program, okay, to give you an idea regarding what you are supposed to write. Remember, this platform was generated for students. So here you can see at the top multiple lines in comment. Okay, write a description of the class here, and then you can write your name and version of the program. Okay, then public class, that means classes are declared here. Okay, and then some private variable is declared here. Now what is private, public, you are going to know later about it. And then public Hi. Now this is a constructor. What is a constructor? That again you are going to understand later on. Then some methods. Methods means some functions are there. So one function is there, simple method and all that. Okay. So what is this? This you are going to understand later on. But remember that it is a skeleton program given to you for your understanding. Okay. Right now you don't need to break your head on this. What you do is you select all and then press delete. The whole file gets deleted, or whole program gets deleted. For the skeleton program which is provided by Java, that is deleted. Now, what you do is you start your own class, what your class you have created. Now, first of all class and then Hi. Now, one of the very common mistakes, children, which I have seen students making is that at the top they have declared the class in capital. Here they have declared in small. So make it a point that whatever class name you have given at the top or in this window, that name only should be used here. Okay. Now press enter and write the program. So you can see that I am writing the program. Okay. So children, I am writing the program to take any two numbers and print their sum. So what have I done is, first of all, I have started the class, and then I have declared then I have written public static void main. I have created the main method, and after creating the main method, I am writing the program. In the program, children, I have declared three variables A, B, and C, and then I have given of integer type, and then I have given some data there. A is equal to 5, B is equal to 2, and then I have written the expression C is equal to A plus B, and then system.out.println C. Now, notice, children, I have written the complete program on the screen. Now, very first thing what you need to do is look at this part, this window here, the shaded region. Okay. Once I have completed the program and I compile it, okay, notice the shading has been removed from here. This shows that now my program has correctly compiled. That means the byte codes have been generated. Okay. So remember, in the very beginning I had told you that Java is a two-stage system. The first stage is compiled and second stage is interpreted to give you the output. So once when I have written the program and then I have clicked on compile, then what happens is that the program gets compiled. Okay, that means the byte code has been generated. Now if I open my Explorer, Window Explorer, and check out, then I am going to see two files by the name hi. One file will be this file, okay, which is containing the program, the user file. And another file will be hi.class, CLASS. If you double click on that file to open it, then you will see some random characters written there. So remember, .class file will contain the byte codes of this particular class. Once I have done this, okay, I click on this, I close this window, and then what I do is I right click on this particular rectangle here. I get the option void main. I click on this. The moment I click on this, I get this window. I click OK, and I get the output here 7. If you look at this corner of this particular screen, 7 is printed here where my mouse pointer is. So I am getting the correct result. So this is how, children, you are going to execute the Java programs. Now remember, this will not be possible if you have any errors in the program. Like for example, children, I open editor again and I remove this semicolon. Now the moment I make some changes here, again this line, this rectangle, notice here, children, it becomes shaded. I compile it again. Now notice these lines are crossed. That means I have some error in the program. And notice, children, this dark part here, this indicates the line where this error is. Now this darkening of the region is not 100% correct every time. Okay, it is based on the interpreter and the compiler's understanding. So don't rely much on it, but understand that something is missing here. So notice here, children, I am getting the message also semicolon expected. Again, it is not a permanent thing. You may or may not get it. So what you do is you give a semicolon here. The moment you give a semicolon and then compile it, okay, again it becomes unshaded, okay, or the shading has been removed. So now I'll close this video. I hope you have understood. Okay, my next video will be about the errors in the program which come up while we are writing. Errors are of two types, runtime and design time, that we are going to discuss in the next video. So please, children, practice it out. Bye. Take care.